Layer 3. Mid-depth Jekyll and Hyde. Together Again 1980. To diving deeper, we find Jekyll and Hyde. Together Again 1982, a parody directed by Jerry Belson. This comedic film spoofs the original story, presenting Dr. Jekyll as a surgeon who transforms into the outrageous Mr. Hyde after accidentally snorting a white powder. The film is a wild and irreverent take on the classic, filled with over-the-top humor and satire. Fun fact, the film's tagline was "It's Dr. Jekyll's turn to be bad," emphasizing its comedic twist on the original story. Monster 1971. Next is Monster 1971, directed by Stephen Weeks and starring Christopher Lee and Peter Cushing. This adaptation is notable for its faithful adherence to the themes and tone of Stevenson's novella. Christopher Lee delivers a chilling performance as the dual characters, and the film's gothic atmosphere and psychological depth make it a memorable entry in the Jekyll and Hyde canon. Fun fact, the characters in Monster are named Dr. Charles Marlowe and Mr. Edward Blake, instead of Jekyll and Hyde, due to legal reasons. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde 1920. Going back in time, we have the 1920 silent film Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, directed by John S. Robertson and starring John Barrymore. This early adaptation is significant for its expressionist style and Barrymore's impressive transformation scenes. The film captures the horror and tragedy of the original story, making it a classic in the silent film era. Fun fact, John Barrymore's transformation scenes were accomplished without any makeup. He contorted his face to achieve the grotesque look of Mr. Hyde. The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll 1960. Lastly, in this layer, The Two Faces of Dr. Jekyll 1960, directed by Terence Fisher, is a Hammer horror production that takes liberties with the source material. This version presents Dr. Jekyll as a repressed scientist whose experiments unleash his hedonistic and evil alter ego, Mr. Hyde. The film is known for its bold and stylish approach, characteristic of Hammer horror films, and adds a new dimension to the Jekyll and Hyde story. Fun fact, the film was released in the United States under the title House of Fright.